You're watching Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. Thank you so much for joining us. Our guest is Mark Steines. Mark is the co-anchor of Entertainment Tonight, a syndicated program that's been on for 29 years.
29 years, yeah.
In this market, it's on Channel 2,
yes.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
Great show, but we're going to talk about something else. And that is a remarkable trip that you took to the West African nation of Sierra Leone.
Not a fiber of red carpet to be found in this country and on this trip. It is a far departure, yeah, Brad, from what I do normally. And I think that's one of the things that attracted me, because 15 years now or so I've been doing this sort of work, which is great. And it has its place and it has its purpose. But I kind of had a calling. I wanted to go to Sierra Leone. I wanted to go make a difference. And I love photography. And I thought, you know what? A picture tells 1,000 stories.
But you say you love photography. I mean, it's really become beyond a hobby. Right. It is your obsession in the best sense.
Could cost me my marriage.
It could. And I know your wife, Leanza, and it could. But that being said, you traveled to Sierra Leone in April. With Patricia Heaton,
yes.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yep.
And I had the benefit of seeing the works that you did. You took 10,000 pictures on this medical mission. Tell me about the mission.
Well, the mission itself came to me, if you will, through Dr. Bob Hamilton, who heads up the medical mission that goes over there. He's been going over for about a decade now.
And he's a pediatrician in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles, and that's where the connection with Patricia Heaton comes in. Her children went there as well. Patty, over the years, had donated money, built a school there, and he said, come look at the school you built. Outside of that, I had heard many stories and helped raise money for this trip, but I felt writing a check was a little absent for me. It just was emptied. And I went, let me do a little bit more. And I heard the stories, and I said, I think I can draw a better picture, and we can do something with this. Let me bring my camera. And he said, so be it. Come along. And I just tucked in with the team. And
so you left Leanza and Kai and Avery, who are 5 and 7. Our kids go to school together, and you were off.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you get on a plane, and you're virtual strangers, if you will. I mean, he's our pediatrician, but really. So you're sitting there, and you're going into this faraway land, and you get on the plane to Los Angeles, you drop in on London, and then you get into Sierra Leone, and it is
beyond.
Yeah. And I have been to third world countries before, but this was really special, really
Talk
different.
to me about it.
When you step off that plane, there's no power in the country. Everything is generators. So at night, it is dark, except for a few little beacons of light around the city. And we got into Freetown, and I immediately knew, you could just sense the desperation that was there. Not in a negative way, but people just needing medical attention, needing something.
But you quickly left Freetown and went into the bush, for lack of a better term. Yeah. And you, in a sense, became a nurse, a doctor. I mean, you and Patricia and the whole gang.
Yeah. I know, you sit and you begin to realize that, you know, my job really was to take photos there. And as much as I tried to stay behind the camera, it's hard to not go, you know what, I'll get to this later. Let me help in what I can here. And you begin to tell story. My purpose was fulfilled over there, but it was in the last day when we began to, everybody pitched in and said, look, we've got these medical supplies. Let's start bagging these up. Let's start getting them out, because we were ready to pull up stakes. Right. And you just do what you can. You
took 10,000 pictures on this trip. Some of the best and finest appear in this book. It's called See the Light, A Passage to Sierra Leone. I have to tell you, Mark, I was so incredibly touched going through this book. My wife, Tina, who you know, was sobbing when she went through this book. You blessed me with a photograph of 2 young children from this trip. I'm getting chills talking about it. I can't imagine how it was for you in our final moments.
Yeah, you know what, there are lingering images in my mind, knowing what happened there over the decade of the Civil War that existed, and the children, and the beautiful children that are there, and the haunting memories that must exist there. This is a tribute to them.
It is.
And it's powerful, and I can't help that, but it's a story.
Right. Mark, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. For Local Edition, I'm Brad Pomerance. Back to CNN HLN.
You failed to signal your turn. You didn't come to a complete stop, and your left tail light is out.
That's 3 things together. So it's cheaper, right? Like the charter bundle. Digital cable, phone, and high-speed internet all together for less. You know, bundling.
I don't think the laws of bundling apply.
Could they, though?
Bring your home to life and save big with the Charter Bundle. Call today.